Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris, and it's a Saturday shave today, so I'm really looking forward to this again, get to use my brush again. I'm using a new razor today, and I'm also using a shaving soap which I reviewed for its lather, but I haven't actually reviewed it for a shave yet. So let's get stuck in. I've just toweled my face, hot towel, to soften up the old bristles, and what I'm using today is Hubba Hubba by Shaver Heaven. This is probably, as far as I'm aware, the only artisan soap maker over in Australia at the moment that does anything that's sort of well known. There's probably other ones out there, but I don't know who they are, and if any of you guys know them, just give me a shout out and I'll see if I can get hold of some for a review. So it comes, it's quite a hard soap, comes in there like that. I did a lather review on it a while back. It's still soft, but it is hard enough. And it smells just like, I know it's called Hubba Hubba, it smells just like Hubba Bubba, which is obviously where the name comes from, Purple Hubba Bubba. It's got that sort of artificial grape smell to it, so I'm assuming there is artificial scents in here. Yeah, it's got fragrance. I mean, most fragrances I think are, unless it says essential oils or things like that, are generally artificial or made up of a number of different things. But it smells great. I know from previous history that it lathers great. I've used it before, and it does a great lather. While I'm just soaking the brush there, the razor I'm using today is the Merkur 1904. I like short-handled razors. This one's very short. It's pretty much the exact same size as the Gillette Heavy Tech that I've got. It's got a lovely bit of weight to it though, as opposed to the Gillette, which is very light. In here, I've got a blade which I tried before, which I wasn't that impressed with. I'm just going to give it another go on a different razor. It's the Timor Solingen. Forsthoff, I think, was the actual name of the brand. I'll see if it's on the other side of the blade. Yeah, there's nothing on the other side of the blade, it's just pretty much the same again. So I've used this before in the D89, I wasn't that impressed with it. There's quite a bit of overhang on this razor, but it's quite a dinky little razor right enough. So I've soaked the brush, which is my Bob Quinn custom made brush. Just shake out the excess. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the brush up, and then I'm going to transfer into my bowl to create my lather. So let's get stuck in. So I hope everyone's had a good week. It's now Saturday over here in Australia, as it is in a lot of places in the world now. I've had a pretty good week this week, so hopefully my shave to finish it off does the rest of my week justice. I know with this brush it's going to make a big difference, because this brush is just beautiful. It's just head and shoulders above everything else I've got at the moment. Let's have a little touch of water. It seems to load up so easy, this brush. And I know using good soaps makes a difference. And these are pretty good soaps, so I can't really grumble. I don't think they're as good as the 1912, but this is Shaver Heaven's discontinued range. So, brush is loaded up. See how fast that loaded up there? It's loads in the brush. I'm just going to take a tiny scoop of water, that much you can just see in the bottom there, and transfer my brush into the bowl. And I have been getting lovely lathers with this brush, and no doubt this will be the exact same. I do find with this Shaver Heaven, as much as it makes a beautiful lather, it takes a bit more effort than it does with my other artisan soaps like the 1912 and Humphreys Handmade. It does take a little bit to get going, but once it gets there, it's a beautiful, protective, thick, creamy lather, which does the trick. So I hope everyone's excited for the Premier League starting. If you watch football, I saw Chris is over here, and if you don't, well, in some ways I don't blame you. It can be a very boring sport as well, and some people need the excitement. I myself played ice hockey for many years, so I did a sport which It's much more fast paced and exciting than soccer and football as it is. I don't know why I call it soccer. I've been in Australia for 9 years, so being here for so long, it's just sort of stuck with me. So I'm happy with this so far. As you can see, loads on the brush, loads in the bowl as well. Just going to wet my face. I can smell the soap is so strong. It's filling up the bathroom. It's lovely, lovely soap. So I'll just get a bit of weight on there. Just going to dry it off a bit. I do like my lathers drier now, so let's get stuck in. Oh, when that brush hits the face, I tell you what, it is absolutely beautiful. It's just in a different league. And as you can see, because I've went from the soap and then bowl lathered, I get an instant beautiful lather on my face. And this brush just really works wonders with the soap. And the scent off this is lovely. It's a really rich, fruity smell. I know the performance is going to be there because I've used it before. Different scent, but I've used the soap before. The performance is tremendous, so I know it's going to be there. But as you can see, that's a lovely thick lather, worthy of any shave. The brush is still absolutely chockers full, which is what I find with that brush. I find it seems to hold a lot of lather, a lot more than any of the other brushes that I've got. The closest probably being the Silvertip, the Wahl Silvertip that I use. It's easily the closest to it, but it's just, for some reason, this brush just works tremendous. Alright, so I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do something I don't normally do, because I don't normally have sideburns, just so I can sort of see a little bit. I'd say clear the runways, but it doesn't really do much for me, that saying. No pun, Geo Fat Boy, it just doesn't really cut it for me, I don't. Alright, so Mirka 1904 with a Timor Solingen blade. Just going to try a few more strokes with that. No, just give me a second, guys. I shall be back in 2 minutes. Alright guys, what I have done is I've taken that blade out. I'm hoping it is just the blade and it's not the razor. I've taken the Timor out and I've replaced it with my favourite blades, the Vascot. And let's see the difference. Straight away, the blade's smoother, but it's not taking the whiskers down. We're back in a second. And we're back again. Sorry guys, this is a bit all over the place sort of shave at the moment. Now that Mirka 1904 appears to be far too mild for the amount of growth I've got. I've got 4 days growth, but my hair seems to have grown really quick the past 4 days. So I'm going for something a bit crazy which I've not done yet. Müller R41 Vascot blade, and let's just see how it feels. Now, you can definitely feel the blade now, that's for sure. Alright, I'm just not going to worry about that just now. I've got a bit of hair on my chin which hasn't come off, but that's fine. So what I might do, guys, I might just stick with the Müller, and I might use the 1904 for just something totally different. I might just use it for maybe like I might do a shave in a everyday shave, and I might use that. It's a very, very mild razor. So let's just lather back up again. It's certainly the most mild razor that I've got at the moment. Way, way more mild than the DE89, which, as those of you know that are out there at the moment, is one of the sort of, I would say, mild to medium razors that's out there at the moment. Alright, so Müller R41 Vascot blade. Across the grain. Now, this is the first time I've used this razor on my face. God bloody weep at it, actually. Do you know what that is? It's either an ingrown hair. I think it's an ingrown hair. So I've just literally nicked the top off of it. So it's not actually, it's not technically a shaving cut, but it is. I've been really worried about using this razor on my face. Because of the amount of reviews I've seen about it being so overly aggressive. But if I'm perfectly honest with you, I'm finding it a very comfortable shave. I mean, I've got that one little nick here, but as you can see, I don't know whether it's a spot or an ingrown hair. But the only reason I've nicked that is because it's just sitting a little bit higher than my skin. Plenty of slickness. I'll just wet my face here, just give you a bit of an idea with the shave of heaven. Just glides over there, it's lovely, it's really nice stuff. I'm just going to scoop the last little bit of remnants out of my bowl. And load up again. Scent from the soap, still lovely. But I can't say it enough, guys. I find shaving, wet shaving in particular, not cartridge shaving, but wet shaving, you get what you pay for. If you buy cheap, you generally get cheap. I'm not saying they're bad products, I'm not saying the cheap products aren't good, but when you pay a bit more money, you get more refinement and a better product. It's just the way it is, and I suppose the same with a lot of things in life. Alright, so across the grain again, but I'll be going the opposite direction. But certainly with this razor, it's all about a very light touch from what I've heard, and that's exactly the way I'm approaching it. Gives lovely audio feedback. And I must admit, the Vascot blade so far is working a treat. Very smooth. It's definitely taking the whiskers off. I might just nick myself on the top of the lip there, we'll soon find out. Now I don't know if I'm missing something with this razor. I don't know whether I've got a dodgy one. I don't find it aggressive. Maybe I just don't know what aggressive is yet. I might have to get something like a Progress or a Future, just to actually get something which is definitely known to be aggressive. I'm not finding this razor aggressive at all. I'm finding it very comfortable, very smooth. I mean, as you can tell, I mean, I cut myself in that every now and then anyway, but I mean, I've got this one here, which is just because it's a bit of a lump sticking up. But other than that, I don't think I've got any more nicks anywhere it cuts. My skin doesn't feel irritated, so that's a good thing as well. I'm not getting any irritation. And I'm very, very close to BBS. Very close. So I'm just going to lather up the whole face again. I was just going to do a touch. I think I'm just going to sort of chop all over. Oh, I'm very happy with that, guys. There's lemon and witch hazel to go along with the sweet scents. And then I'm going with Eau de Toilette today, Cristiano Ronaldo. It's really nice stuff, guys. It's pretty cheap. And I tell you what, if I hardly get any irritation, there's no sting, crack and shave. So there we have it, guys. Mueller R41, really impressed. Crack and shave, excellent blades, great shaving cream, brilliant brush. And finished off with Thea's lemon and witch hazel. And Cristiano Ronaldo is my soccer football main man superstar. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.